Can I ask you a question? If you drive on food delivery apps, what is the most important thing to you when you're using those apps, when you're out there driving? What is the most important thing? Possible answer is yes, my vehicle, right? That's the main thing that I'm using on these food delivery apps. Okay. What about my pay, of course? That's why I'm doing it. I'm supporting my family, myself, kids, etc. I get that. But there's something over all of that that is really, in my opinion, one of the most important things you need to consider. That's your time. I don't want you wasting your time really driving on any food delivery app, and that is exactly why you're a team member here on the channel. If you're not, then this is your invitation to subscribe right now. The premise of this channel is I help you with the gig economy, your side hustle, your full-time hustle, making money and creating multiple revenue streams. So today, for example, I drove for Uber Eats. This is the classic time for money trade-off, right? I'm trading my time for my money. So let's maximize your profit and maximize the actual use of your time so you're not wasting it when you're out there driving. Check this out. Ignore this. On any food delivery app, ignore this. This is a $3 order request. It's not too far as to drive it. It's 1.5 miles. It's a pickup from McDonald's. It's only going to take 15 minutes, at least according to Uber Eats here. Ignore it every time. So obviously, number one, I'm hoping that you thought, well, obviously, right, it's a $3 payout, but there are drivers that would take this. In my opinion, always ignore this. It doesn't matter that it's 1.5 miles. It doesn't matter that it's a 15-minute ETA for the actual duration here. Ignore it, just taking your time to do the delivery. And if it is a fast food place, in my opinion, let me know if you agree down below in the comments. But these fast food places have a track record of having more delays than traditional restaurants. And again, your time is valuable. Don't take, the 16 minutes here to drive even, the 1.9 miles. This is $2.50 for, look at the pickup location here. Again, it's McDonald's. So what I'm looking at, this is on my shift today on Uber Eats. What I'm looking at is obviously the pay, right? I want you to have a minimum payout threshold. Ideally, $7 in my opinion. And then nextly, I'm always looking at miles here, but again, it doesn't matter if it's a mile or even 0.5 miles. I'm not completing a delivery for $2.50 or $3. Here's another example. It's $5.50, which might start to get in your gray zone of what you might accept here. But again, it's more miles on this one. It's 3.6. I'm not a fan of this one. So knowing that your time is valuable on any food delivery app, it doesn't matter which one you're driving for. Do not be afraid to decline those low-paying requests. So I declined, I ignored them. And don't be worried about being deactivated. On any app, you cannot be deactivated for a low acceptance rate. So I actually, after declining all of those ones, I accepted this one. This is a $10.02 payout. Now this is a stacked order. It's 2 assignments for 1 driver. And our first pickup on this one is at SoFresh. Okay, well, hold up here. We said the minimum payout threshold, the minimum order payout should be at least $7. So since this is 2 deliveries, it's averaging to $5.01 per delivery, because again, there's 2. So why would I accept this? I accepted this one for 2 reasons. So again, look at the payout. The overall payout, it's hitting my minimum payout threshold, right? $10, that's pretty good. Now remember the miles as well, because we have to treat this like a business, because it is a business, obviously. It's 2.2 miles. Now yes, each order technically would pay out $5 each here, but I'm looking at this as well, the time to complete. So I'm getting $10 for a quoted 27 minutes per order. So let's go back here. If we look at the first McDonald's, it's $3 for 15 minutes. The next one, $2.15 for 16 minutes. Or $5.70 for 20 minutes. So for $10.02 for 27 minutes, I'm happy with that. So let's assume I could get another $10 payout for the other 30 minutes in that hour. Now I've made at least $20 in that hour. Now, one thing I've noticed that's different on Uber Eats than DoorDash, pay attention to this here. So going back to our order request screen. So remember, there's 2 orders on this stacked order. and I can't actually see the second pickup. If we look at this screen here, the second pickup is actually for Panera. And again, I can't see that on the initial order request on Uber Eats. On a DoorDash, you'll see the different restaurants. If there are multiple restaurants that are different, of course, on stacked orders. And actually, here's another great example. So my next order, it's a great payout. I'm happy, $17.29. It's 4.4 miles. That is a strong dollars to mile ratio. How much am I getting paid for the miles driven? But again, I still accepted $17. It's 2 orders. I'm happy with the miles and I'm happy with the quoted ETA. Just a quick note on finishing the delivery, and I want your input on this. Comment down below if you do this, but check out this order here for the order confirmation screen. So as you may or may not know, when you're making a contactless delivery, this is on Uber Eats or really any app here. You need to take a picture to confirm the delivery location. And then for Uber Eats here, we can see there's options to leave a note for the customer. So what I've started to do, and again, let me know down below in the comments, but I'll confirm delivery notes in the notes to the customer. So for instance, this delivery, it said delivered to the left of the main doors. So I put that in the actual notes to the customer. I said delivered to the left of the main doors. So I just think from a customer service aspect, that's good confirmation. So it's literally confirming that yes, I read your delivery instructions and I've confirmed it and I've taken the extra step. I didn't just deliver and end the delivery. I delivered and then I took the time in just a few seconds to acknowledge it and write you the note as well. So let me know if you do that. If not, let me know if you think that's a good idea down below in the comments. So I had those few stacked orders, and if we look at the Uber Eats app, we can kind of see what the marketplace is doing. I'm driving here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. There's a $1.50 surge bonus. I would like to see a little bit higher surge bonuses. I'm seeing more on the DoorDash platform. So let's take a look at my last order here. It's 17, the payouts have been pretty good. Let me know, actually, I'm curious here as well. How have the payouts been on Uber Eats in your marketplace or even DoorDash? But this one, it's $17.05, excellent. Now I did invest in a farther drive here. It's 7.2 miles. I was fine with that. I like the cash flow, and we could see 22 minutes for the ETA. I was fine with that. And I actually did take one more order after this. Didn't take the screenshot, but I used it as a positioning order. So I was a little bit outside of the city, and that order was actually bringing me back into the city, which is where I wanted to be. So there again, a positioning order. So valuing our time when driving really at a random time. This was kind of early afternoon here in Pittsburgh on Uber Eats, and really no bonuses, no real surge bonuses, at least that I can remember here. So now it's time to look at the numbers on this, I guess, random driving Wednesday here, which is good to see, kind of comparing high bonus days to lower or no bonus days. Let's see how I did. So this shift from early afternoon into the afternoon, starting at 10:30 a.m. and going until 12:45 p.m. And during this time, I earned $54.39. I'm pretty happy with that. That is a gross revenue per hour of $24.17. I was busy during this a little over 2-hour shift with 6 deliveries. We saw several of those stacked orders, and nicely, I received 6 tips as well. Just a note on tips. I've been driving for years on really all major food delivery apps. You should be getting tips. In my opinion, you should be getting tips from about 90% of your customers. So if you're not getting at least, 80, 85, again, ideally 90% tip frequency, definitely subscribe here on the channel. We're going to be doing a little bit more work on earning tips. And then the average tip that I did receive was $4.84. Just a note about that, I typically do see tips around the $4 to $5 range as well. So that is something to aim for as well. Driving here in Pittsburgh, my business miles were 21, and I get a tax deduction based on those miles of $11.76. I think the main takeaway from this shift is doing less can actually earn you more. It's not being afraid to wait, 5 minutes. I'm waiting 8 minutes, maybe even 10 minutes until that big order comes in, instead of kind of lowering the bar. I don't want you to lower the bar here because, you're going to put miles on the vehicle. You're going to have more of a chance to run into delays because you're taking more deliveries from maybe lower quality restaurants as well. Because we can see here, $24 an hour, I would like that to be your new bar. If your bar for your earnings per hour isn't at least 24, that's where I'd like you to be. So let me know down below in the comments, have you been driving on shifts with bonuses? Or has it been shifts like today with no bonuses? And if so, have you been able to hit the $24 an hour or more? Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for being a team member here. Again, if you're not a team member, I definitely invite you right now to join the team here so we can blow up your income this year. And if you got value in this video, definitely drop me a like. And you can also click or tap the screen right here for my newest video, as well as a video recommended for you. And I'll see you in the next one.